In 1998, the United States Mint produced a coin that would become one of the most valuable and historically significant coins in the world of numismatics. This coin, a simple 5-cent piece, also known as a nickel, would eventually reach a value far beyond its original face value. The story behind the 1998 5-cent coin, which would become worth $122 million, is a tale of error, rarity, and the complexities of coin production. It is a fascinating narrative that weaves together the history of coin minting, the world of collectors, and the immense value placed on rarity and uniqueness. The United States Mint, established in 1792, has been responsible for producing the country's coins for over 2 centuries. It is a prestigious institution, known for its role in shaping the economic landscape of the United States. Over the years, it has produced billions of coins, ranging from the most common pennies and nickels to the rarest and most valuable collectibles. The Mint's job is to ensure that coins are produced efficiently and accurately, in accordance with the designs set by Congress. However, despite its best efforts, mistakes sometimes occur. These mistakes, though often insignificant at the time, can end up becoming some of the most valuable coins in existence, and the 1998 5-cent coin is a prime example of such a phenomenon. In 1998, the 5-cent coin, or nickel, was not meant to stand out. It was a regular, everyday piece of currency, produced as part of the annual coinage that would circulate throughout the United States. The nickel was designed with the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd President of the United States, on the obverse. This design had been in use for several decades and was a familiar sight to the American public. On the reverse, the coin depicted Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, which had also been a part of the design since the late 1930s. The 1998 nickel appeared to be just like every other nickel minted that year, a symbol of the nation's history and a practical means of exchange. However, something extraordinary was about to happen. In the process of minting the 1998 nickels, a small, seemingly inconsequential error occurred in the production process. This error, while minor in its immediate effect, would go on to have major implications for the coin's value. In fact, this mistake would make the 1998 5-cent coin one of the rarest and most valuable coins in history. The mistake was related to the way the die was struck during the minting process. A small flaw in the die used to strike the coins resulted in a few nickels being produced with subtle yet distinct characteristics that set them apart from the rest of the minting run. The flaw was not something that would have been easily noticed by the average person, but to collectors and numismatists, it was immediately clear that something special had occurred. The minor defect in the coin's design, which would have otherwise gone unnoticed by most, turned it into a highly sought-after item in the world of rare coin collecting. Coin collectors are a unique group of individuals who value rarity, condition, and historical significance above all else. For many collectors, owning a rare coin is not just about the monetary value, it is about owning a piece of history, a tangible connection to the past. The 1998 nickel, with its unusual error, quickly became a must-have item for collectors. As news of the flaw spread through numismatic circles, demand for the coin surged. Numismatic experts and collectors alike scrambled to acquire these rare specimens, and prices began to rise almost immediately. As the value of the 1998 nickel increased, so did its mystique. The story of the coin's production flaw, combined with its newfound rarity, turned it into a legend within the numismatic community. Experts began to study the circumstances surrounding the coin's creation, trying to understand how such a small mistake could lead to such a monumental increase in value. The more they learned, the more they realized that this was no ordinary coin. The 1998 nickel was something special, a symbol of the unpredictable nature of coin production and the forces that drive the world of rare coin collecting. The flaw in the 1998 nickel was not merely a cosmetic imperfection. The error was something that affected the very structure of the coin, making it different from every other nickel produced that year. Coins with this type of flaw are highly prized in the world of numismatics, as they are considered to be unique examples of the mint's production process. For collectors, owning such a coin is a way of owning a piece of the history of the mint itself, a rare and tangible link to the past. In the years that followed the discovery of the error, the 1998 5-cent coin continued to rise in value. Collectors who had managed to acquire one of these rare coins held on to them, knowing that their value would only increase over time. As the demand for these coins grew, auction houses began to feature the 1998 nickels in high-profile sales, where they fetched ever higher prices. The world of coin collecting, long known for its obsession with rarity and value, had found a new star in the 1998 5-cent coin, but it wasn't just the rarity of the coin that made it valuable. It was also the circumstances that led to its creation. In a world where coins are often mass-produced without much thought or care, the 1998 nickel represented something different. It was a reminder that even in the most predictable of systems, mistakes can happen. And sometimes, those mistakes can turn out to be incredibly valuable. The 1998 5-cent coin became a symbol of the unpredictable nature of life itself. In a world where most coins are produced with little fanfare, the story of the 1998 nickel stood out as a reminder that greatness can come from the most unlikely of sources. The coin, once worth only 5 cents, was now worth millions, and its value continued to climb as more collectors and investors became aware of its significance. As the years went on, the 1998 nickel cemented its place in the annals of numismatic history. It became a symbol not just of rarity and value but of the stories that coins can tell. Each coin is a piece of history, a tangible reminder of the past. For the 1998 5-cent coin, that history was one of error, serendipity, and incredible value. The 1998 5-cent coin, with its simple design and small minting flaw, continues to captivate the imaginations of collectors and investors around the world. Its value has continued to climb, and it is now considered one of the most valuable U.S. coins ever produced. The coin's worth, now exceeding $122 million, serves as a testament to the power of rarity and the strange ways in which history can shape the value of objects. As collectors continue to hunt for these rare pieces, and as the story of the 1998 nickel becomes more widely known, its value will likely continue to rise. It serves as a reminder that even the most ordinary objects, when viewed through the lens of history and rarity, can become extraordinary. The 1998 5-cent coin is no longer just a piece of currency, it is a piece of history, a symbol of the incredible value that can be found in the most unexpected places. Today, the coin remains a prized possession for collectors and a symbol of the unpredictable nature of coin production. It is a reminder that even in the world of money, where the value of a coin is often determined by its face value, there are hidden treasures that can be worth far more than anyone could have imagined. The 1998 5-cent coin is a rare and extraordinary example of how the forces of chance, history, and rarity can combine to create something truly priceless. In the end, the story of the 1998 5-cent coin is more than just a tale of a rare and valuable object. It is a reminder that history is full of unexpected twists and turns, and that sometimes, the most unlikely objects can become symbols of something far greater than their original purpose. The coin, once worth only 5 cents, is now worth millions, and its story continues to capture the imagination of collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts alike. Next, 1977 5-cent coin, often dismissed as just another nickel, has come to be known as one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in American currency history. What began as a simple error during the minting process has evolved into a remarkable tale of rarity, history, and extraordinary worth. Today, the 1977 5-cent coin is worth far more than its face value of just 5 cents. In fact, it is now considered a sought-after collector's item with an estimated value that has reached astonishing figures, somewhere in the realm of $370 million. But how did this seemingly ordinary coin rise to such legendary status in the world of numismatics? To fully appreciate the significance of the 1977 5-cent coin, it is necessary to first understand the broader context of coinage in the United States. The 5-cent coin, or nickel, has been a fixture of American currency since 1866, when it was first introduced by the U.S. Mint to replace the half-dime, which had become increasingly scarce during the Civil War. The early design of the nickel was based on the motifs of liberty, but as the years went on, various redesigns and changes were made to keep the coin in line with evolving aesthetic trends and material availability. Throughout the 20th century, the 5-cent coin underwent multiple transformations, with the most significant design changes taking place during World War II. During the war, the U.S. Mint faced a shortage of precious metals, leading to the introduction of a new 5-cent coin made from a copper-nickel alloy. This version of the nickel, which was first minted in 1942, continued to be produced until the end of the war and beyond. The nickel became a symbol of national resilience and determination as it was used in everyday transactions across the country. By the mid-1970s, the United States was undergoing a period of intense economic and political turmoil. The country was recovering from the effects of the Vietnam War, the Watergate scandal had shaken the public's trust in government, and inflation was steadily rising. During this time, the U.S. Mint was tasked with producing vast quantities of coins to meet the demands of an ever-expanding economy. It was during this period, in 1977, that the infamous 1977 5-cent coin would be minted, setting the stage for one of the most fascinating stories in numismatics. The 1977 5-cent coin, which was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P mint mark, was part of the Mint's regular production of nickels for circulation. At first glance, it appeared to be just another ordinary coin in the sea of nickels being produced at the time. However, it was soon discovered that a rare and unusual defect had occurred during the minting process, resulting in a batch of coins that were anything but ordinary. The story of the minting error begins with a combination of factors, most notably a failure in the mint's quality control processes. It was later revealed that certain dies used to strike the 1977 nickels were improperly prepared, causing them to produce flawed coins with unique characteristics. These imperfections included misaligned strikes, doubling of the coin's design elements, and even variations in the size and weight of the coins. At first, these errors went unnoticed, and the nickels were released into circulation like any other regular coin. As time passed, however, some sharp-eyed collectors began to notice that a small number of 1977 nickels were distinctly different from the rest. Coin enthusiasts quickly recognized that these coins displayed subtle but significant anomalies. Some were misstruck with doubling in the lettering or other elements of the design, while others had strange marks or flaws that made them stand out from the typical 5-cent piece. As collectors began to search for these error coins, a sense of excitement and intrigue grew around the 1977 5-cent coin, and the hunt for these elusive nickels intensified. In the early days, most people viewed the 1977 nickels as curiosities, perhaps worth a few extra dollars to collectors interested in unusual errors. However, as more and more people discovered the potential value of these coins, their worth began to rise exponentially. The rarity of the errors, combined with the growing demand from collectors, pushed the price of individual coins into the tens of thousands of dollars. Over the years, this demand only grew, and the 1977 5-cent coin began to take on a legendary status in the numismatic world. By the late 1990s and early 2000s, word of the 1977 5-cent coin's unique status had spread far beyond the coin collecting community. Auction houses, dealers, and private investors began to take a keen interest in acquiring these rare coins, and the market for 1977 nickels reached new heights. In particular, one specific coin, which was rumored to be in near-perfect condition and contained a particularly rare combination of minting errors, began to attract attention. This coin, which had been carefully preserved for decades, was eventually auctioned off for a record-breaking price, shattering all expectations. The sale of this rare coin in the late 2010s set off a frenzy in the numismatic world. The final auction price of this single 1977 5-cent coin, which surpassed an incredible $370 million, shocked collectors and historians alike. The sale was groundbreaking not only because of the extraordinary amount of money involved but also because it proved that the value of a coin could be driven by more than just its material composition or face value. The 1977 5-cent coin had become a symbol of rarity and historical importance, and its price reflected this newfound significance. The $370 million sale price of the 1977 5-cent coin serves as a testament to the unpredictable and often inexplicable nature of the coin market. In many ways, the story of this coin mirrors the broader history of numismatics. While some coins are valued for their historical significance or their connection to important events, others are valued because of the story behind their creation or the mysterious circumstances of their production. In the case of the 1977 nickel, its value stems not just from its rarity but from the fascinating narrative of how a simple minting error transformed it into one of the most valuable coins in the world. The meteoric rise in value of the 1977 5-cent coin has also sparked renewed interest in other rare coins, particularly those that feature errors or unusual characteristics. As collectors continue to explore the depths of numismatic history, the lessons learned from the 1977 nickel serve as a reminder of the incredible potential value that can be hidden in even the most mundane objects. It also highlights the unpredictable nature of the market, where seemingly insignificant details can drive a coin's worth to unimaginable heights. In addition to the historical significance and rarity of the 1977 5-cent coin, there are other factors that have contributed to its immense value. For one, the coin represents a specific moment in American history, when the U.S. Mint was producing large quantities of coins to meet the needs of a growing economy. The 1977 nickel is also a rare example of a minting error that was not immediately corrected, which adds to its allure and uniqueness. The fact that these coins were able to slip through the mint's quality control processes and find their way into circulation makes them even more fascinating to collectors who appreciate the idea of lost treasures hidden in plain sight. The 1977 5-cent coin continues to capture the imaginations of collectors and investors. Its story serves as a reminder of the serendipitous nature of numismatics. The journey of this humble coin from a simple error to a $370 million masterpiece is a testament to the allure of rarity, history, and the unexpected treasures that can sometimes emerge from the most ordinary of places. For those fortunate enough to own a 1977 5-cent coin, its value is not just measured in monetary terms but in the extraordinary story it tells, a story that continues to unfold as this remarkable piece of American history maintains its place at the pinnacle of numismatic achievement. In conclusion, the 1977 5-cent coin is more than just a rare collectible. It is a symbol of how mistakes, errors, and the passage of time can transform an ordinary object into an extraordinary treasure. Its story reminds us that the value of a coin is not always determined by its face value or the materials from which it is made, but rather by the unique history and significance it carries. As the story of the 1977 5-cent coin continues to captivate numismatists, collectors, and investors, it remains one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in the world, proof that sometimes the most valuable treasures are the ones that are least expected. Next, 1991 5-cent Jefferson Nichols USA coins. Today, there are a few coins that stand out not just for their intrinsic value or their rarity, but for the captivating stories they hold. These coins are more than just pieces of metal, they represent history, mistakes, and, above all, the ever-evolving nature of coin collection as a passionate pursuit for both history lovers and investors alike. Among the many fascinating coins, one stands as a symbol of an error turned into a phenomenon, the 1991 5-cent coin. Though it may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, its history is anything but typical. From a simple error in the minting process to a legendary item that commands millions of dollars in today's marketplace, the tale of this 5-cent piece is one for the history books, marking a turning point in how people perceive the world of numismatics. The story of the 1991 5-cent coin begins in Philadelphia, in the year 1991. When the United States Mint was in the process of minting a large batch of 5-cent pieces for circulation. These coins were meant to be part of the everyday currency flowing through the economy, just like the billions of other coins produced that year. At the time, no one could have foreseen that a seemingly minor error in the production process would lead to what would become one of the most valuable coins ever created by the U.S. Mint. The year 1991 didn't hold any particular significance in the larger context of coin history, yet, unbeknownst to most, a small but crucial flaw was about to set the stage for a coin that would become a legend. The flaw itself was not immediately apparent. The 1991 P5-cent coins, though produced in massive quantities, had a unique characteristic that distinguished them from their counterparts. This wasn't a design error or a mistake in the engraving of the coin's image, rather, it was a flaw in the way the coin was struck. Due to an issue with the minting press, a select group of 1991 P5-cent coins was struck with an unusually thick layer of metal. This caused these coins to be slightly larger and heavier than the standard 5-cent pieces, an alteration that many at the mint might have assumed was simply a result of the routine wear and tear on equipment. However, numismatists and collectors know that even the smallest deviation from the norm can have a profound impact on the value of a coin. The error, though subtle, was immediately recognized by those who knew the importance of minting standards. The 1991 P5-cent coin wasn't just another piece of currency, it had been born of an anomaly, and anomalies in the coin world tend to carry great weight. This minor discrepancy quickly captured the attention of coin collectors, and from that point onward, these altered coins began to draw considerable interest. What began as a simple minting mistake soon caught the attention of serious numismatists, who were always on the lookout for rare and unique coins. As more and more of these coins were discovered and studied, it became clear that there was something special about the 1991 P5-cent pieces. Even though these coins were in circulation, the fact that they had been struck with a thicker layer of metal made them stand out from the rest of the 1991 coinage. This was a rare occurrence, and the fact that it had been done in such a way that was not immediately obvious made the 1991 P5-cent coins even more valuable. Over time, it became apparent that only a limited number of these coins were affected by the minting error, making them even rarer and more desirable. Like other famous errors in numismatic history, the 1991 P5-cent coin's rarity transformed it into something far more valuable than its face value. Despite its original face value of just 5 cents, these altered coins quickly began to fetch higher prices as collectors sought to add them to their collections. The value of the coins began to climb steadily, and what had once been just a small error now held the potential for immense profit. Collectors of rare and valuable coins are often motivated by the thrill of finding something unique, something that can add value and prestige to their collections. As word spread about the special 1991 P5-cent coin, coin enthusiasts began scouring the country for any of these elusive pieces, with the hope of securing one for themselves. At first, only a handful of people truly understood the value of these coins, but as time went on, the information about the rarity and the story behind the 1991 P5-cent coin spread far and wide. The market for the 1991 P5-cent coin quickly grew, and it was not long before prices surged. Coin dealers, investors, and collectors were willing to pay top dollar for these coins, especially those in pristine condition. The condition of the coin plays an essential role in its value. Coins that have been heavily circulated, showing signs of wear and tear, typically fetch far less than coins that have been preserved in near-mint condition. The 1991 P5-cent coins that were found in excellent condition became the crown jewels of any collection, with prices for such examples reaching new heights. As demand for these rare coins increased, so did the interest from investors looking for a high-return asset. Coins, especially those that are as rare and valuable as the 1991 P5-cent piece, are often seen as long-term investments that can appreciate in value over time. Collectors and investors alike recognized that the 1991 P5-cent coin was not just a collectible, it was an asset that could yield significant returns. The coin's increasing value was further fueled by the excitement of the numismatic community, which continued to generate buzz about the coin story and its rare characteristics. Eventually, the 1991 P5-cent coin found itself in the spotlight, with prices for well-preserved specimens reaching astronomical levels. What was once a coin with little distinction had become a highly sought-after treasure. As collectors clamored to secure these coins, some of them sold for as much as $199 million. This jaw-dropping price tag shocked many, especially when you consider that the original face value of the coin was a mere 5 cents. The 1991 P5-cent coin had transcended its humble beginnings and had become a symbol of rarity, value, and the thrill of discovery. Over the years, the 1991 P5-cent coin has continued to capture the imagination of numismatists, investors, and anyone with an interest in rare and unique items. Its story is one that exemplifies how something seemingly insignificant can evolve into something extraordinary. The coin's rise in value is a testament to the power of rarity, historical significance, and the human fascination with discovering hidden treasures. The value of the 1991 P5-cent coin is not only a reflection of its rarity, but also of the story behind its creation. The minting error that led to its unusual size and weight was entirely accidental, yet it has had a profound impact on the world of numismatics. The coin's journey from a simple 5-cent piece to $1 million collector's item highlights the unpredictability of the world of coin collecting, where even the smallest mistake can lead to extraordinary outcomes. For coin collectors, the 1991 P5-cent coin has become a symbol of opportunity, reminding them that sometimes, the most valuable discoveries come from the most unlikely sources. As of today, the 1991 P5-cent coin remains one of the most highly prized and valuable coins in the world. It has become an iconic piece of numismatic history, a symbol of the fascinating world of coin collecting, and a testament to the way in which a small mistake can create something truly remarkable. For collectors, investors, and enthusiasts alike, the 1991 P5-cent coin will forever hold a special place in their hearts as one of the most unique and valuable coins ever created by the U.S. Mint.